Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Era of Content YouTube channel. So today, everybody, we have some new photographs of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. First off, let's take a look at that top left one there. So this was the one that really caught my attention first. We see Obi-Wan, and what really caught my attention was the fact that he was in blue. I don't think we've really ever seen Obi-Wan in blue like this before, so I really like the design of this, and it's exciting to see a different outfit for him. Next up, we have let's look at the bottom left here, the Grand Inquisitor. Now, when the trailer first came out and we saw the Grand Inquisitor in it, I saw a lot of comments about sort of the look of the Grand Inquisitor in terms of like the head shape, especially since previous similar people of the same background within Star Wars did not have this type of look, or they looked a little more had a longer head. I agreed. I thought the Grand Inquisitor looked a little off. However, as I look at more pictures, as more photographs and come out, and we see, we get more familiar with the look of him. I think he looks all right. This picture I think looks pretty cool. I feel like the head doesn't look as large as it did in some previous footage, so I think that's good. I think it just looks a little more natural. Overall, I understand Rebels is a very different type of design, a different aesthetic. So you're not going to have characters that look exactly like they do within the animation. Obviously, we've seen different characters with this species in Star Wars, of this species in Star Wars. So this does look very different. My assumption is that they did this because having a very long or big sort of mold or whatnot on the actor's head playing the Grand Inquisitor probably would have been maybe difficult to physically act with, during fight scenes or whatnot, which is why sort of similarly how they changed Ahsoka's head tails to be a little shorter as well. So, I understand that they have limitations here. As a whole, I think he's looking pretty good here. Very interesting. I do think, maybe they could have done sort of red or, the yellow Sith eyes. Maybe he doesn't have that yet. Maybe he's not too far into the dark side yet within this series. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. Possible that maybe they just didn't do that. Either way, I think he looks pretty good here, better than my original thoughts on him, so that's exciting. And personally, I love him as a character within Rebels. I won't say any spoilers about Rebels, but I do wish he was around longer than he was. So it is cool to see him within this series, to see more of this character. Let's take a look at the bottom right then. We can see this big sort of city. Looks dark, nighttime maybe, and Obi-Wan's right there in the middle, sort of hard to make him out there, but he is there. As far as I know, I believe I heard this was not Coruscant, and it's a new sort of metropolitan area within the Star Wars universe, so I forget the name about it, but it looks really cool. I think this is really needed for the series to go to different areas. I do love Tatooine. However, Book of Boba Fett, I do feel like could have gained a little bit more interest, I think, from a lot of people had they moved to different planets. I think staying on one planet all the time can get a little bit tired, especially when it's sort of a big desert. So it is really exciting for me to see multiple different planets going on here, many different locations, many different atmospheres. So that's exciting. And then lastly, this isn't a still from the show, but I did want to mention this. Recently, we saw in the top right of your screen there, we saw some promo art come out for different merchandise. This might be what we see in stores, sort of like a big banner or something like that. I'm not sure, but I thought it was interesting because we get both a good look at Vader and Kenobi, as well as their duel that they've been sort of promising since I believe that one Disney Plus or Disney Investor Day. So they've been promising some sort of rematch. I've been very intentional to not look at any spoilers for this series. Of course, I want to be surprised. However, I think this is interesting. sort of the blue mist all around them. They've promised a duel, yes, but is it really a duel? Is this going to be something that is within Obi-Wan's mind as he's, struggling with grief or sadness or depression or anything like that? Or nightmares, maybe he's having some trauma, PTSD, remembering the duel that he had with Anakin or with Darth Vader at that time. And maybe he, every night, is having some sort of battle play out in his head. Or maybe since Inquisitors are looking for him, he is having a battle, sort of a rematch in his mind as he sleeps or just as he's struggling with Darth Vader. I don't know. I find the blue mist all around them interesting. It makes me think it's almost going to be like a not real battle within a particular location, but something that is more stylistic and something that technically doesn't happen, but we do see it happen. I don't know. What do you all think? I understand people, worried about, the time between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. The fact that it seemed like there wasn't a rematch with them. Like this is the first time they met again was A New Hope. I do think they can get around that and actually have a real battle. Regardless, I don't really care either way, which way they go with it. I'm just excited for the show. But let me know in the comments what you all want. What are your thoughts on these photos here, as well as that promo art and the possibility of how the duel plays out? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.